You know that the Democrats are not smart when they're doing what they're doing out in California. I mean, thank goodness Elon got out of there. Everybody's getting out of there. Nobody actually wants to run their business in California because it's so onerous. I'll give you a funny story. When I left California, because I did, unfortunately, have to live there for nearly 5 years. I lived in San Francisco, which I nicknamed Sucks Francisco. Because it did kind of suck, all right? I'm sorry. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I actually developed a whole new appreciation for our surroundings and our environment. And we went hiking, went to go skiing in Tahoe on the weekends. It's great. You know, really beautiful place, but too liberal for me. Too liberal for a simple girl from New Hampshire. So we lived there, and at the time, Gavin Newsom was mayor. This is going back some time because Kimberly was actually married to Gavin Newsom, if you can imagine that. But Gavin Newsom has just bought into everything. Maybe it's because he no longer has Kimberly by his side. He's just bought into everything that the left could possibly send his way. And he's gotten more and more and more and more left, to the point where he now wants to literally shut down speech, shut down creativity. Memes are suddenly illegal. You can't use AI in any memes. I was saying to a friend this morning, I'm like, so this means like if I'm traveling in California and I retweet a meme with some AI, you know, like the cute kitty memes that might have a political edge to it, I could be arrested. So this is how crazy, okay, crazy they've gotten. Listen to Gavin Newsom, the governor of California here.
There are a lot of deepfakes out there. There's not a lot of disclosure. There's not a lot of labeling. So among the many AI bills that are on the desk are 3 specific election-related bills.
And then do you want to sign some laws?
And I don't know. I just thought, you know, why waste your time with a politician unless they're going to do something for you? There's 2.
2 are signed, and 3 are signed.
And this is now official. That is now injunctive relief if you do any of those deepfake election misrepresentations. So that's how easy it is to govern in California.
Well, that's kind of frightening. Elon realizes how frightening it is. Look at what he tweeted out. He said they're actually trying to make posting memes illegal. Vote them out. I mean, this is what they did in the UK, right? Now they want to do that here. I mean, am I missing something? Like, this is getting scary, guys. You can't post a meme. You can't use AI. I mean, whoa. Okay, so this is not the way to deal with it. All right, I realize, you know, you don't want to see Gavin Newsom walking on a beach in a swimsuit, like a little, you know, Brazilian style swimsuit. I'm just making this up because you could do that with AI, right? Nobody wants to see that. But he, you know, now he's a member of the protected class, and you can get in trouble for doing something like that. But you know, where does this sort of stop? I mean, I think most people know, unless I guess it's a really deep fake. But you better come up with a better way of dealing with this than just saying you're going to shut it down. And we're not going to get to post the cute cat memes, like, you know, all the cats that are coming out to vote for Trump. Well, you've seen those, right? Like they are cute, right? Like this is just getting silly. And yet it's not. Hillary Clinton saying something kind of similar. I played this for you guys recently, but I want to show you again because Hillary Clinton is actually talking about criminal prosecution for people who promote misinformation, disinformation, quote, propaganda. Forget about the fact that she was promoting lots of propaganda. I'm thinking about that dirty dossier, which turned out to be completely fake. I'm thinking about listening to 51 of her friends, her ex-spook friends, who actually, you got one that's like former deputy director of the CIA, for goodness sakes. You had John Brennan in there. I mean, it was all orchestrated by our now Secretary of State, Antony Blinken. This is scary stuff. They're the ones that came out with this is all misinformation. Don't talk about the laptop. And now Hillary wants to be able to criminally prosecute people who don't subscribe to her view of the world? Are you kidding me?
There are Americans who are engaged in this kind of propaganda. And whether they should be civilly or even in some cases criminally charged is something that would be a better deterrence because
She thinks it's going to work better if we just put criminally charged next to the possible thing that could happen if you promote information that you might actually believe in. You might actually think is, look, the truth is sometimes a little bit difficult to get at. I know this. I was a history major, okay? And part of what you do as a history major is you try and analyze from all sides, because whoever is the victor typically writes the history. But what was the other side? You need to understand the other side if you're really going to have a full appreciation for history. They want to keep writing history in real time. They want to say the laptop is fake when it's actually real. They want to tell you there's no way in HELL that virus could have ever come from Wuhan, China, where they happen to have a lab that's working with this virus, right? Remember that one? Trump was in so much trouble when he dared to say that, yeah, he had seen some intelligence suggesting it could have come from the lab. You still have the CIA divided on it, but every other three-letter agency has come out and said, yep, it came from the lab. But that was misinformation at some point. People lost their social media accounts over this. Hillary wants to make sure they go to jail too. Do you see what's going on? I'm really disgusted by it, I gotta say. And I hope America wakes up to this. I really, really hope America wakes up.